Hi everybody and welcome to the Spain Gibraltar channel and welcome to my series that I call Grocery Shopping in Spain. Today I'm going to show you a little bit of the produce that we have here. I'm going to take you inside of my local produce store called Yacin's. Now, Yacine didn't want me to film inside the store for proprietary reasons. He didn't want me to show the prices of different products because he didn't want other fruit stores around the area to know what kind of deals and specials he's running. And I completely understand that because he is a small business and when he runs a special or something, it should be, his only. And I'll tell you one thing, I used to live next to that store, but I live a little bit further away now, but I still go back to that store and I'll tell you why. I go back for the service. Every time I go in, he always says hi, hola amigo, ¿qué tal? He's always really friendly. He always thanks me. And that's what I appreciate more than anything when I go into a store. I will pay 10, 20, 30% more for a product as long as I'm getting good service. It doesn't bother me to pay more money for good service. I'd rather pay more money for good service and have someone taking care of me than paying less money for bad service. That's just how I am. I spend a little more money to pay for good service. However, at this fruit store, he has great prices. And by the way, if you live in La Linea or Central La Linea and you're looking for a good fruit store, I highly recommend Yacin's. It's right here. Here's also the map location, and I will put the map location in the description below. So if you're in La Linea, this is a great fruit and vegetable store to go to. The other thing I like about his store is that he always gives you the receipt so you can see the prices, how much you paid for each item, and the weight of each item, which I also appreciate because sometimes in some of the fruit stores here, you'll go in and there's no displayed prices, and then when you pay, you don't know exactly how much you paid for each item. And I will say the other thing is, here in Spain, prices for produce are usually a lot less, and they used to be even extremely less. So for example, I got these 2 bags full of produce. This was like 11 euros and some change. So about 12 bucks, just under 12 bucks for full bags of produce. But I wanted to share with my channel what we have here in Spain for produce. And like I said, these 2 big bags were less than $12. And before these 2 big bags last year were 6 or 7. And I remember going to the store every week, and each week the price is just kind of going up. So let me show you what I got for 12. So I've got 5 onions, good quality onions. Whole bunch of carrots. How many kilos did I get here? I'll tell you. So I got about 14 pounds worth of produce here. A bag of potatoes. These are actually locally grown potatoes right here in La Linea. So I like, if I can source local, that's what I do, and I love potatoes. I love potatoes so much I make French fries and then dip them in mashed potatoes. Yeah, peppers. Yellow, red, green. These are all really inexpensive. In the United States, red peppers and yellow peppers are always like 10 times more than the green peppers, and here they're the same price, and they're awesome. So happy about that. I already bought cucumbers and tomatoes. I try to just buy the fresh produce as needed because it is so much less expensive. Juicing oranges. So these were a great deal. I got all of these. This was less than $2 for this much oranges. A mango. This was very inexpensive as well. Lemons. These were also inexpensive. And then some green beans, which were also cheap. So everything here, like I said, about 15 pounds of food for about 12 bucks. So it was 11 euros and some change. There's a lot here. So that's one of the things I like. Butters, come here. I have a special guest with me. He's spending the weekend. Come here, Butters. Let me see if we can see him. Butters. So yeah, that's my grocery store haul. Like I said, if you're in La Linea, if you're moving to La Linea and you need a very good fruit store, I highly recommend Yassine's. It's right next to the plaza downtown, the main shopping plaza, which is actually being rebuilt. However, it's centrally located, tend to carry really high quality fruits and vegetables. He also has a meat store next door. I think that's the difference here between what we have in the US and what we have here is a lot of these Spanish towns, and wherever you go around the plaza, there's all sorts of different like freestanding fruit stores and vegetable stores, and I much prefer to buy my produce from the local vendors just because it's, you know, it's helping the small business, but it's also, like I said, one of the biggest reasons why I shop at his store is because of his customer service. And that's number one to me out of all things. But he does have good prices, and I like that he gives me the ticket at the end so that I know exactly how much of each item I bought, how much it was, and the weight. Because like I said, at some stores you go in, throw stuff in the bag, and they're just like, this is how much it is. And a lot of times when you're traveling and when you're a foreigner, local people, I'm not saying everybody, will do that. Will say, oh, that's €4, when normally it's 3. But they know you don't know and that you'll pay for it. So that's why I like going to him, because he has good customer service. I get the ticket, his prices are good. So if you're in La Linea, go to Yassine's fruit store, which is in the center of town. And of course, if you have any questions about travel to Spain or travel to Gibraltar, or you're thinking of moving here for work and you have some questions about moving to Spain, different things like that, be sure to leave a comment in the description below and I'll be sure to try to help you out. Also, take a look at my website, thespaingibraltarchannel.com, where I put together some blogs, some travel related blogs, and some information that might be helpful for you. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Thanks for joining the Spain Gibraltar channel.